Hey everybody, I'm Cynthia with Gentle Love Doula, and I'm here with Paige. Paige, please introduce yourself.
I'm Paige. I'm also the owner of A Goddess's Embrace, birthkeeping and doula services. Um, yeah,
Okay.
opened up a business and currently in Alaska, but soon to be moving. We just don't know where yet.
Oh man, that's anxious. I know how that is. We might be moving too. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Okay.
My first question is, why did you become a doula? What made you lead down that role?
So when I had my daughter, who's 4 now, her name's Serenity, I gave birth in a birthing center. But prior to choosing the birthing center, I had wanted a water birth ever since, I don't know, it was like middle school. So, you had to sit in sex education and watch this video of this woman giving birth. It was just so brutal and awful, pretty much for them to like scare you into abstinence. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, there's more. There's can't be the only way. And I kind of went down a little road and found out like that water birth is a thing and home births and, natural and things can be beautiful and it's not just the scary thing.
Yeah.
And I kind of just let it go. I was in 8th grade. It was just okay, kind of looked into it. And then in high school, my senior year is when I got married to my husband. He's in the military. I got married a month after I graduated, and 9 months later, we ended up getting pregnant completely unexpectedly. And I went back down that road again, and it was just this like, whoa, this is what I want. I'm not stepping foot into a hospital just because it's not where I'm comfortable. And after I had my daughter, it was this huge, overwhelming, like every woman deserves to birth their baby the way they choose. And my doula was the one who had helped with, just knowing what my options are, because I firmly believe if you don't know your options, you have none. So I was like, I need to make all these birthing people know that their options are and that they have other options, and it's not just birth doesn't look just one way.
Yeah.
So that really just it took off. And I thought I was going to become a midwife, and then I found there was so much more to being a doula, and then found a birthkeeper, and that's where I'm like, that's where I want to be. I want to help women protect them and their babies and their birth and just have the serene experience that they want.
Yes, absolutely. Um, what is your role as a doula birth keeper?
Um, I'd say my goal, it's really just that every mom comes out untraumatized or completely happy and really okay with what they went through and how they birthed their babies. Because so many times moms will think they're okay, but they didn't know, and then they have these traumas down the road, and it interferes with their next baby, and then being a mom. Um, but really just being there to support these women and their families to have their babies the way they desire and just uncomplicated and beautifully,
Yeah.
um, I think would be my ultimate goal.
And for somebody who doesn't understand what a doula does, what is it that you do? How do you help women? Like, what are the roles of a doula?
Oh man. So that's where I'm like, it's almost endless where
Yeah.
the options come in, because it depends on the mom and dad what they're looking for. I've had ones who are like, I really just need you here with me and hold space and you're good. And then I have the other ones who are like, I need you hands on, remind me that I can do this, hold my back for me, give me the essential oils, open up the window for me, turn the fan on for me. Um, it's really just being whatever mom and dad needs in that moment so they can have that desired birth experience that they want. Um, I've done everything from holding a mom's hand to go getting dad food,
Yeah.
and if a mom asked me to get in the pool with her to sit there and hug her, I would do so. Really just being that person and giving them the information so they can make informed decisions if they choose to not be at home, or the transfer happens and they have to go to a hospital and it's not what they wanted. I can be there to be like, hey, these are your options. You don't have to do this, or you can do this if you choose to, but these are everything that you need to know.
Yeah.
and just being that person there for them.
And there are a lot of people who get confused on what a doula is versus a doctor or midwife.
Okay, so um, the easiest way to put it for me is I'm a support, but I'm not your doctor. I'm not gonna deliver your baby for you. I'm not gonna provide any medical hands-on stuff. I can provide support. So if your back hurts, I'll support you in that, but I'm not gonna give you a medication to help with it.
Yeah.
Uh, that's probably the easiest way to put it is I support mom and dad. I don't tell them what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And what is something that you offer that makes you unique?
Um, I'm still kind of learning this. It's always a constantly moving field where you're always learning. My business just started up February, but I've been helping with friends and family. And I think the most unique thing about me is that I'm very in tune with mom and dad when I walk into somebody's birth space. And I've been complimented on how I know what they need before they even need it.
Yeah.
I think that's my key component to be like, look, I'm here for you and I can give you what you need. Um, I think that would be it. I'm very in tune, and that was pretty surprising to me because every client I've had or friend of mine, they're like, you just knew and you didn't have to say anything and I didn't have to tell you, and it's very nice.
Yeah,
So,
that's always a plus for, a client to have somebody that's
yeah.
so in tune with what they need. That's always a great thing. Um, what services do you offer and what area do you offer those services?
So we're currently in North Pole, Alaska, which is right outside of Fairbanks, the North Star borough. Um, I offer in-person in-person birthkeeping and doula services, so prenatals. I also offer fertility, so the prior to getting pregnant. Um, and then lactation support. I'm not completely finished my lactation counselor, but we're honing in on there and I've had 4 years of experience with breastfeeding. Um, Placenta encapsulation, so anywhere from placenta prints to tinctures, and always learning about the new cool things you can do with a placenta. It's such an incredible organ. Postpartum services as well. So, and it's always growing. I offer virtual services to where I can connect with anybody amongst the country or worldwide if necessary, and just being there for them spiritually and helping them with whatever knowledge they need and support.
And how would those virtual services work?
So for virtual services, they can contact me if they choose to sign with me and it be in an agreement. Pretty much if they have a question, they go to an appointment or, helping guide them through their prenatals if they want to do it on their own. I can provide links and videos for them so they know come birth. And during labor and delivery, I'm completely available. So that means video call, phone call, text, whatever they need at that time. And then that usually includes postpartum and lactation services as well virtually. So through a FaceTime or a video call for, I think, up to 6 weeks is usually what everybody chooses to go with.
Okay, awesome. That's awesome. Do you have any specialties that you add to your business?
Um, I haven't quite figured out if it's specialties. I do personally do bath soaks or shower soaks, a shower melt for mom, depending on what her ailments may be or if she's experiencing some extra stress. But that's just kind of something that I personally do for them. I don't necessarily offer it outside of my clients. Um, but those are, I would say, my specialty because it's very much like the blends that I create for them. They're always like, this was wonderful and it helped me. And I know it's a huge hit in the house here with my family as well. My husband and I definitely use them in the tub with the kids all the time.
Yeah, that's always a good thing to have too. And that is a specialty because not everybody does that. And that's something that you do for your clients.
Yeah.
Um, in how do you help like mom, dad, baby? Like I know it's the same as what are your roles, but like each person has a different need. How would you describe those?
For sure. So my priority 9 times out of 10 is mom. What do you need to be comfortable? What do you need to have this baby the way you want? And that'll determine where it kind of goes. And I'm kind of just, like I said, I'm very in tune with the environment and who's there. Excuse me. Mom's my priority. Occasionally, mom will be like, okay, I'm good. I just need my space, my time. And then dad is usually twiddling his thumbs or like, what do I do? I want to be here for my wife, but I don't know what to do. And it's like, I try to give dad the power of being there for his partner. And sometimes that means me helping take care of whatever other kids might be at the house. Or if dad wanted to finish something upstairs, I can go do that so he can be there for mom. Or I can be there for mom so dad can go do that.
Yeah.
It's very particular to each person, like you had said. Each client is different, and it depends on what their needs are. Some moms want me to be completely hands-on and zoned in on them and their birthing partner. They don't care to have them around, or they just want to be left alone.
Yeah.
So they don't want me there. They just want me available if they need me.
Awesome. What tips do you have for moms or dads on childbirth, whether it's hospital or home birth?
I think my number one thing is to prepare mentally. Labor is such a marathon, and every woman is capable of birthing their baby. Like, it's such an empowering thing, but mentally, you need to be in the right mind space. So whether it's affirmations or your meditation or, the lights being dimmed down, just know what you need. And then if you have any fears or uncertainties, attack them with knowledge. Definitely look it up. If you don't know where to go, you have your doulas and your birth keepers who have those resources there for you. But those would be my two biggest pieces of advice.
Okay. And then this is going to be the last question. What is one favorite technique to use during labor?
Oh, just one favorite. That's
What's your top favorite?
one of my top one, I'm gonna have to say, is the rebozo. Like those, or if you have a piece of cloth, a birthing cloth, those are just so universal, and simply just putting it around mom, around her hips, can be such a relief in labor, and then it helps with positioning as well. So that would probably be one of my favorite techniques to go to.
That's awesome. Mine would probably be heat.
Yes.
Heat is what helped me throughout all of mine.
As a mom, that water, just a birthing pool, like if I don't have my water, oof.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know I could do a land birth if I needed to, but I need my water.